We are getting some oysters on the way to this hip camp. Melchill Oyster Shack is on the way, so we turned around and now it's another 10 k's or something down the road.
Yeah, it's just it's a beautiful view of Freycinet National Park. Yeah, I've heard good things about this place. So.
And we're just having a shocking good time.
Oh no!
What?
So left.
Oh, I just missed the turn. Oh dear.
Where was my navigator?
Chatting. Well, just chat amongst yourself there and enjoy the view.
Thank you. Have a good day, eh?
Very cool. How much longer we got? About 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So we just grabbed the oysters and just stopped in on our way. A little turn off. A bit fresh.
Very fresh.
So windy.
So that's Freycinet National Park. Just out there, which is awesome. You may know like White Glass Bay and that. Yeah, so we just went to Mel Shells, got some oysters, and thought we'd just quickly check this out before we freeze.
I get blown away with the wind.
You ever seen but there's stones in it?
Oh, cool.
Going around it like that.
We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise. That with you I feel alive. You'll be the last one I think about. We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way.
There's heaps of little like houses dotted along, just back from this sand dune. I'm eating my hair. Yeah, it's beautiful.
And the
Lovely.
truth may come as a surprise. That with you I feel alive. You will be the last one I think about. When it all breaks down, I'll wait for you right here. And I swear that we got nothing to fear. It's a miracle that you and I are finally here. I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise. That with you I feel alive. You will be the last one I think about. The last one I think about.
Sussing out where to park up the van.
I like this spot.
Okay.
I guess we just got to figure out which way the sun comes up, which way it goes down.
Yeah, nice, babe. I'll just check the level. Have a look here. Oh, that's pretty good. And we have a bubble level on the back as well. Just because that one's not always that accurate. So, oh, that's pretty spot on. That's pretty spot on.
Happy with that spot?
Yeah. That's nice. Oh,
Yeah, cool.
so yeah, this can be a bit of a pain, hey?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not perfectly lined up. And look, I'll be honest, like it's not exactly light. You can get airbags to lift your roof and stuff. Yeah, I sort of think it's up to you what you want to do. For me, it's a good workout. But if I was a lot older, I wouldn't. I'd just go the airbags, to be honest.
Yeah. I can't say I'm much help. This is all neat.
So when we first get off the grid, I usually just pop the roof. How we work is I'll do the roof, I guess the heavier stuff, and then I'll just open it up and just air it out. And then Amanda will come in. She does an awesome job inside, tidying everything, doing the bed and everything else, because obviously I'll make a bed.
Yeah, and then I just set the kitchen up and all that stuff. It doesn't take us very long at all now. How long would you say all up? Like if we weren't talking you through it.
If we weren't talking, and I didn't have to clean the sunroof and everything else, we're pretty efficient.
Yeah.
It'd probably take us, I would say, under 30 minutes.
Yeah, 10, 15, and then I just like fuss around inside because I like the bed made a certain way and all that type of stuff. But for the main stuff, like to get set up, yeah, I'd say 10, 15. We both help out with the awnings, just easier. If you have two people to do it, but you can't do it with one, just much quicker with two. So yeah, we're undecided. The sun is going to go down over behind us, so there's a bit of shade here already, so we might even just leave the awning till the morning, just so we're not battling with it's a bit breezy today. So Nick's nearly done inside. I'll whip in and do my bit, and then might take you for a look inside once it's set up and the bed's not messy anymore. Hi, welcome to the van. It's a bit windy outside, so we'll bring you in and I'll show you around. Welcome to our humble abode. Lots of questions on how can you possibly live in such a small space full time. I think we do so really comfortably. You get used to the room that you have and you make the most of it. So the first thing that we found really useful, and it's often the really small things that are the handiest, and this is just a shoe holder from Target. It came with these hooks. There is this metal bracket here, so we're just mindful to never put it up against the canvas. We don't want the hook sticking in the canvas, so that just sits there and it doubles as a curtain of a night time, so if we're going in for a shower or when the sun goes down. And then we just keep everything that we want to access easily, or that we access the most. So that's just a couple of pairs of shoes, sunnies, chargers that we use on the daily, and some of Ninja stuff. More Fusion lock, which we have all through the van. So Fusion lock here just for pens and torches. Coffee, very important topic, something we weren't really willing to sacrifice, and I don't think you need to either. So we're only running AGMs. We do have an inverter, so the Infinity 13 comes standard with an Enerdrive inverter, so that's great. So that enables you to use these power points. We are off-grid at the moment, so we're not hooked up to power, and as you can see we're only drawing 0.6 amps. We haven't had an issue on AGMs, so we thought initially we would see how we went, and then if we wanted to upgrade to lithium we would, but I don't think we will. It's fine, we'll just use the life of the AGMs. So back to the coffee machine. It's a Breville Bambino. You just fill up the water up the back and it works a treat. Lots of storage here in this bank, so you can get, I think you can get the 13 with bunks, and if you did, then the bunks would be through here. We didn't, obviously. So really deep, tall cupboards there. 4 drawers, another cupboard on this side, which is all of Ninja's food, worming supplies, etc.
Shampoo, etc., for
Yep.
her.
So all Ninja's cupboard. And then up here, this goes really deep. So I've just got my laptop stuff here. Just a tub from Kmart, books down the side, more rubber matting so it doesn't slide around when we're traveling. My hat just lives up there while this frame's up. Oh, and I've chosen to put the towels by the door so they get some air, so if they are wet they have a chance to dry out. Fusion lock hooks that just never fail us. Ninja's bed lives up here when it's not in use, otherwise it just comes down here, and that's where our Ninja girl sleeps overnight. So there's still plenty of room, as you can see. Like we can get in and out if we need to get up and go to the bathroom. Plenty of room for the door. She's happy, we're happy. Sometimes she's on the bed, but most of the time I'm on hers. So yeah, we can just pop that up there when she's outside. This is all our wardrobe, or the cupboards that we use for the wardrobe. So I've just put some little 3M hooks here. I get to come round and I will show you these mirror squares, Bunnings, $10 I think. Not the world's greatest reflection, but they do the job. And then Nick's dad helped us with the wardrobe setup, so big shout out to Big P. And it was just an open cavity, so Big P is put in so we just went to Bunnings, bought some of this. What is this, ply?
It's just MDF.
Ply, or MDF. And yeah, he cut them up, stuck in the shelves, and then also screwed in this hanging rail for us as well. So I only wanted a bit of hanging space because I feel like most of the time it's dead space. The shelves are the most useful for us.
Well, chipboard, sorry.
Yeah, chipboard.
That's the word, not MDF.
And then tubs from Kmart, and then we just all our shirts and stuff go in there. And then these drawers are really deep, so good for jeans, jumpers, more bulky stuff. And then the bottom one is a fold down for shoes, so we've just got our trainers in there.
We've just put some black ugly duct tape on the corners and stuff, just because we found them sharp and we just didn't want Ninja poking herself when she slept. So
that wouldn't be very pleasant. More wardrobe storage, just our undie drawer. And then lastly, another shelf that Big P put in there for us, and that's just our other weather shoes. So I'll take you into the bathroom and we'll have a look at the Taj Mahal of bathrooms. Not really, but again, it's what you get used to. It's a combined shower toilet, so we have a 19-litre Thetford cassette in there. We have 2 cassettes. They're only $200 for to buy the cassette itself. We have a story about that for another time, so I may have bought the wrong one to begin with on the spare. Anyway, we carry 2. Unsure really how most people would do it only with 1. Like 2's great, and just gives you a bit more flexibility with your time as well when you need to empty, because it's every 2 to 3 days that Nick empties the cassette.
yay.
The niche came with this zipper, so again heaps and heaps of room in there. Yeah, all our shampoos plus spares, like spare toothpaste and product and all that jazz. And then a little storage compartment in here. So a Fusion Lock toilet paper holder, and then just spare loo roll and our chemical. So we use Thetford chemical, the liquid and the sachets as well.
We ran a trial with the biodegradable ProTreat and versus the chemical type, and we just found going into hotter climates that the chemical was a lot better in smells, let's put it that way.
Yeah, it was getting a bit funky with ProTreat in West Queensland, and then we figured out if we put 2 sachets of the ProTreat in, it was a lot better. But we just ran out of them, and you can't buy ProTreat in stores, they're online only, so it just made sense for us to move both cassettes. Once we'd used all our ProTreat sachets, we just started using Thetford on the other one as well. So this is again another Fusion Lock. Yeah, just awesome product. Like, again, it's just never faulted us, it's never come off. And then the shower head, which you can put up here as well, if you want overhead shower, so that's great. The vent, so this rolls up and down and then turns the little fan. There's a exhaust fan, or you can switch it the other way if you get a bit hot on the dunny. This table you can remove, but we never have. I just sometimes either push it there so I can shelve stuff from the bed, and then I do store under this seat. It has a bit of storage, so it's really just only the water pipes and pumps, so I'm a little bit careful in places of what you're putting on top. This is the biggest space, and I have a spare sheet set in there, so that's sheet and quilt cover, and then yeah, the other just random bits, so extra coat hangers, etc. Yes, this is the bed. It's a king bed, so some people get the queen size so that they've got room down the sides of the bed. We would have found it really hard to go down to a queen because we slept in a king at home, so we kept the king option, which is great, especially if Ninja's up here having a little cuddle. There's definitely enough room for all of us in that case. Yeah, and then I've just hooked up these little fairy lights, which we use mostly overnight. We don't like bright lights, so it's just those overnight. The TV straps in when we're traveling. Never had an issue with that. Like, some people are like, oh, you gotta take it off if you're going over corrugated roads. We never have. We just strapped it out. It's been fine.
Yeah, those straps are really good for what we want. And we've done some tracks, bumpy. So it's not really an issue in this, but I can understand why people do it.
Yeah, and another Fusion Lock basket for Nick. His things. Yeah, so it does come with like a little sunroof. There is midgie. That's not midgie mesh. That's really got really wide holes, so we don't really have it open often, or at dusk or anything. This is midgie mesh. So these, they're like what do you call them? Lockout blind. And yeah, just to make it a bit more homely, I've just did up these little frames, printed some prints of the dogs. There's Ninja, and that is Nick's first girl, Diamond. Yeah. So look, just personalise the space a bit. We are living in it full time, so it doesn't hurt sometimes to have some nice homely touches.
And it's amazing what you get used to.
It is amazing what you get used to.
Everyone's like, oh, 13 foot is so tight. Well, it extends 16, but then we've got all these amazing places outside our door. That's huge.
Yeah.
So it's not, we don't live in the van 24/7.
Mm-hmm. First time mouth shell oysters.
Bottoms up.
Mm.
Yeah, good. Yep.
Pretty firm.
I don't know what to say. They taste good to me.